I'm ready for them cozy fall vibes. And that just be my catchphrase. Enjoyed but annoyed about it. No, I am a small lesbian. Hello team, my name is Monique. Welcome back to the Cauldron and a new reading vlog started on the Thursday. In case you didn't know, this Bookwitchreviews my channel, and yes, we are sitting elsewhere again, like where I normally sit. It's like right in that corner, but I am finally like finishing the last bits of painting in the office, and my reading chair is coming not next week but the week after, and I'm just sort of like sorting out, so everything is messy and you can see right through to my bedroom. But hey-o, anyway, it's Thursday. Also, it's autumn. I just put all my sweaters in my closet and I am very excited about it. We got my Halloween decor out, not as much as it usually is, but slightly, and obviously we have new hair and my new signature look, which is space buns, because that is all I want at all times. I feel very cute, so that's all we want. But anyway, let me tell you guys what I am currently reading. So I am reading The Society for Soulless Girls by Laura Stephen, which is this sort of thriller, contemporary fantasy, horror, murder mystery. It's kind of hard to explain, and apparently also it is a sort of sapphic retelling of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which is a like gothic that I've never actually read. We are basically following two young women as they start at this very fancy university, which 10 years prior had a series of deaths happen which closed its doors, and now it is open again, and we are following Lottie, who feels incredibly tied to these deaths and is trying to figure out exactly what happened. And then we are also following Alice, who is from the area and just sort of wants to be taken seriously, but she is also incredibly angry at the entire world for many different reasons, and so she sort of does things. I'm about halfway through. I read the majority of 150 pages yesterday. It is quite easy to read. I like it. I'm also not quite in love with it yet, and I don't know if it's the modern setting. I don't know if it just feels a little bit like it has a lot of the same vibes as A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee, which I really loved, and I don't know if I am setting them up too much against each other to be like, oh, I love that one more so I like this one less, you know what I mean? But I am enjoying it, and it is sort of very atmospheric, and it has more of those dark academia vibes, which I feel like a lot of books are currently trying to sell themselves as, but they don't really have as much schooling as I want them to, but this one does seem to have it. It also has an immortal cat, which, you know, I'm here for anything animal related. So it's my lunch break. I'm probably gonna read some more of this, and then I'm gonna go back to work. Also, I did just open a package from Titan Books, who very generously sent me Forestfall by Lyndon Clipstone, which comes out on the 11th of October. This is the final copy. This is the sequel to Lake's Edge, which is like a gothic fantasy following a young woman who goes to this manor house that has a ton of secrets and a lake that a curse may or may not be sort of tied to. I can't really tell you a whole lot about the sequel because I believe that it will sort of ruin the first book, but I am super excited about reading this one. It sounds nice and creepy. It's a very creepy cover, but also very cool, because can you see that foiling? We like it. So thank you so much to Titan for sending me this finished copy. This is a little author letter, and then we have the press release as well that says that this is a perfect duology for fans of Catherine Arden, Alison Saft, and Shaft. I never really know, and Margaret Rogerson, which are all authors that I really enjoy. So I cannot wait to read this duology. I do have the first book hiding somewhere on my shelves, but they are super messy right now, so you will not be seeing those. And that is the Thursday update. We'll see how much I will actually be updating over the upcoming week. But then I may very well take you with me to Center Parcs for the annual me and girlfriend's family vacation. I'm very excited about having another holiday and some more reading time and hopefully some writing time, and I'm just, yeah, I'm pumped for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for them cozy fall vibes and walking around with some leaves, and I just, yeah, I'm very excited about it. So that's the update. See you hopefully tomorrow. Hello team, it is Friday, thank God, and I am on my lunch break. I finished The Society for Soulless Girls by Laura Stevens yesterday, and I did enjoy parts of it. I've ended up, I think, giving it 3, maybe 3.5 stars, because I did really enjoy the atmospheric and like the build up of this. Didn't particularly enjoy the sort of ending, because it does what a lot of these books do to me lately, which is that it's just suddenly everything is super neat, and they get everything not handed to them, but vaguely handed to them. I love the female rage of this. I love the sort of the banter and the back and forth. I love that there was both lesbian and demisexual rep in here, and I enjoyed, but also annoyed. Can that just be my catchphrase? Enjoyed but annoyed about it. So yeah, which means that we need to pick a new book, but I actually also just need to pick the books that I will be taking with me to Center Parcs on Monday, because it will be all chill, and hopefully I will get some reading time in, because there's lots of books that I would like to read in October. Anyway, that is the Friday update. I may check in with you guys later once I've picked a book to read. If not, then probably not tomorrow, but maybe Sunday. Wednesday, the 18th, so it's a bit of a delayed update, so you will have seen some nice chill footage of Center Parcs going away with my girlfriend's family as per usual, and I meant to update. I didn't really read a lot. I started Not Good for Maidens by Tori Barberino. I'm about 30 pages in, and though I am enjoying it, it's about like a goblin market and like a young girl whose mother and aunt seemingly left York for no apparent reason, but at one point it's her aunt, but who she's grown up with as almost like a sister, has disappeared, and so her mother returns to York to find her. And I actually do want to get back into it, but I also, before I started this, started reading A Snake Falls to Earth by Darcy Littlebadger. I loved Elatsoe, and this is another, I'm assuming, sort of middle grade YA in a world that is almost magical, seemingly so. Darcy Littlebadger is a indigenous person who writes really beautifully, and A Snake Falls to Earth follows 2 different points of view. We are following a young native girl who is trying to make sense of the world, I think, and then we are also following a cottonmouth, or an animal person who lives in a world parallel to ours almost. I really enjoyed it. It's very soft. It's very I don't really know how to describe it other than the fact that it's really, really beautiful, and I think that you should read it. I ended up giving it 4 stars. It has a really beautiful cover. Look at this, and I definitely am going to have to buy it in like a physical copy, because I ended up reading it because my Amazon Kindle suddenly said that I could read it. So I was like, great, I'm gonna read it. Yeah, and then I started this midway, and as you can see, I am not anywhere where I would normally be. So I obviously didn't film anything at Center Parcs. I kept meaning to, but as it turned out, actual relaxation was not in the plans for me for that week. I've sort of had to go home for a family emergency, so I was away Monday to Friday and actually off, and then on Saturday I went on a plane and I flew back to Denmark to be with my family, but things are looking up now, which is why I am filming. So here I am. I was going to show you the books that I brought because I didn't know how long I was going to be home for, but I can't be bothered, but those are my arms hurt, so I will maybe check in with you guys tomorrow. But I have actually read some books, so yay me. So it is Monday. It's Monday of the next week. And I thought I'd give you guys a brief update. I'm flying home tomorrow. So that's really good. But update, I started a reread of Priory of the Orange Tree, and I am about halfway. I think just about halfway. This book is just, it's just so good, and I can't believe that I've actually like held myself off with rereading it since its publication in like 2019. I think it was when it came out. When did you come out? 2019. I read it just as it came out, which was when I was still working in like a bagel shop. Me and my girlfriend hadn't moved in together yet, and it meant so much to me back then. And once I've read it, I will tell you more about it, in case you don't know about it. But this book is just, this is everything good about fantasy. It's delectable and delicious and well written, with interesting characters and just perfection. It is, I'm like, for a brief moment I had like a, oh, I can't like, well, I can't call it my favorite book, but like I should probably read it again to make sure that it is one of my favorite books of all time, and it is. That's all. That was the update. Yeah, this week has been a lot of things, so I'm excited to go home. It is Thursday, and as you can see, I have made a triumphant return to the UK. Happily, everything is fine at home, so I have come back to my own house and my girlfriend and my supremely messy shelves and a surprising amount of book mail. But first off, we're still rereading Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm doing quite well. I do read quite intense fantasy surprisingly fast sometimes. Obviously didn't read anything yesterday, but I did read quite a lot on the plane. I'm at about 555, so I have about 300 pages left, and I have a lot of feelings about it. And the amount of times that I've written gay in this book is a bit like, you are a scholar, Monique. No, I am a small lesbian. So there's that. Really enjoying this. It's getting cold in the UK. It's turtleneck season for me. Okay, I am entering my final form, and that is the turtleneck dungarees. But yeah, Priory. And obviously, you will have not seen my October TBR, even though I filmed it. I filmed it a little bit late into October, but I still meant to put it up, and then it never did, and now it's time to film my November TBR, so you will never see it. That's just too damn bad. That's the update. I will most likely end this vlog tomorrow or something. Don't know how long it will have been then, like 2 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks. Hello team, it is time for me to finish this goddamn vlog. I don't even know how long it's been now. I think it was the majority of the month of October, and now we're into November, so welcome to the end. It is the 3rd of November. It is a Thursday, and I finished Priory of the Orange Tree, my beloved reread, yesterday, because I've read practically nothing last weekend after I got home. So we are tabbed. We are highlighted, and it just has a lot of gay annotated. Like, I literally just write gay in places, and it was wonderful, and it was beautiful, and it was everything that I remember. I had forgotten obviously details, which is why I love rereading, because it's like reliving the love. I had forgotten that the sort of like ending is a little bit not rushed, but just sort of like it's not in as much detail as everything else. However, this is still a solid 5-star for me. I love this so much. This book is absolutely one of my favorites of all time. And I'm so excited that I talked my best friend into reading it, and we discussed it yesterday, and it was absolutely delightful. Saying that, it is now November, which means NaNoWriMo time, which means I don't know how much I'm actually going to read this month, but I have made a TBR, which you can see up on my YouTube channel. So if you see this, then please go see that. But yeah, I don't really know what has happened. Well, a lot has happened in the last month, so thanks for watching this video. If you did, hope you enjoyed it somewhat, and if you did enjoy, or even just was like somewhat entertained, please hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe button at the same time so you don't miss out on any other videos from me. You can also click the little bell to give you a notification when I put up a new video, which happens sometimes. But anyway, just remember, I'm proud of you, and whatever you're doing, I hope you're happy doing it. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Bye.